Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today. Let me say something to all you and be as clear and concise as possible. Fuck Bud Light and fuck Anheuser-Busch. Have a terrific day.
What it do? This is your brother Bishop of Bishop Zone TV, and today's topic is Bud Light and white America's hypocrisy. Now, before I go into my whole spiel, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Hey, holla at your koala. Spot. All right, let's get back into the show. So, Bud Light and white America's hypocrisy? What? Yes, people. Yes. I don't know if y'all been paying attention or you've been living under a rock or maybe you've been smoking a rock. But recently, and when I say recently, this couple months ago, Bud Light decided to use a trans woman as the new spokesperson. And a lot of conservatives and real hardcore MAGA turds lost their goddamn minds. They boycotted Bud Light. They started shooting Bud Light. And I mean literally going outside, getting an assault rifle, and shooting the beer out of Bud Light cans. You can't make this shit up. Yes, people were angry. People were outraged that they're using a trans woman to put on Bud Light. Yes. Yes. Oh, I'm not getting drunk no more. Not by Bud Light, you motherfucking commies. I can't believe this shit, Chad. Jebediah, did you say this shit? If they touch my Mountain Dew, I'm gonna, oh my God, I'm gonna, oh man, they better not put Lizzo's fat ass on the Mountain Dew. Yes. That hurt my neck. Shouts out to Ja Rule too for some odd reason. But yeah, these motherfuckers are losing their goddamn minds. Kid Rock stunting and shit like he always do. Shooting the motherfucking, he just, hey, look at my acres. I got big off of hip hop and now I'm shooting the communists. I'm shooting the communists Bud Light. It's Milo to me. Oh, there with the Mexicans. No Milo to me either. Can I do Captain Morgan? Okay, yes, pirates. They enslaved Africans too. They brought them over to ships. But the hypocrisy. And what do I mean by the hypocrisy? Look, when there was news breaking out that white people were losing their minds over Bud Light, over a fucking corporation that sells beer alcohol, which by the way, I mean, I guess it kind of worked because Bud Light spoke out and said, well, you know, hey, we're going to, you know, maybe, you know, kind of chill out on the trans spokesperson thing a little bit to appease you drunk motherfuckers. But when this news broke out, there was a lot of rhetoric. There was a lot of comments, right? Oh, conservatives, they've gone too far. Wow, Trump cheerleaders have gone way too far now. This is ridiculous. The way the political spectrum has tarnished America, has made people lose their minds. And out of all this fluff, I never once heard people label white Americans. I never heard people label the white community as anti-LGBTQ plus. I never heard it. Not one time did I hear, oh, white people are transphobic. White people are homophobic. I never heard that. Never heard that. Yes, conservatives, they were labeled transphobic. Christians, evangelicals were labeled transphobic and homophobic, but oh no. White people as a whole were not labeled transphobic. And look, I'm not suggesting that white people should be labeled or generalized as transphobic, but I find it interesting that when something happens with somebody who's black, an individual who might say something or suggest something that can be considered homophobic or transphobic, all of a sudden, black people get generalized in this country. Yes, black people get generalized as being homophobic. Oh, is something wrong with the black community? Black people are very homophobic. Black people are very trans. Hey, a trans woman got shot today. Don't know exactly what it was about. I don't know if maybe this trans lady happened to be a problem with this individual who shot her, which I'm not saying that anybody deserves to be shot or killed. But before they even hear the reasons that led up to the incident, automatically, typical, the black community is very homophobic. The black community is very transphobic. Even black people say this. They buy into this whole black community, black people are very homophobic. And the reason why I'm making this video right here is because, again, it's the hypocrisy. Here you have a bunch of, and I don't want to say a whole bunch of white people, not a whole bunch of white people, but here you have a select group of loud and very angry white people displaying hatred to another level. They're displaying so much vile, venomous rhetoric that they're willing to go outside and use ammunition to shoot up some goddamn cans. Think about that. They're shooting up objects, which you know what that symbolizes. That they might possibly be willing in another world, in another society that would allow them to do so. But if they could, they would probably shoot that person. So since it's against the law to shoot this person, I might as well shoot this can to symbolize how angry I am at this corporation and how angry I am at this country. They have the luxury to not be generalized as a group of people. That's why I feel like sometimes a lot of black folks need to stop saying we so much. You're not French. No, we. We say, I just did it. I'm not going to edit that out. I'm working on myself. But so many of our people, subscribe to this generalization that really can be traced back to slavery. How one individual represents the all, everyone in this particular group. And are we not a diverse group of people, a diverse group of thinkers? What happened to just individual people? What happened to just looking at someone as an individual? Yes, I don't have any issues with identifying people as groups per se, but there's a little bit more nuances to black people than to just generalize and label us something when it comes to negative topics such as LGBTQ+. Because I know why people tend to do this. Because LGBTQ people are considered a minority, are considered a group of people, and they're discriminated against. And I think a lot of black people partake in the same type of thinking, in the same way of generalizing self, because we live in a dominant society that is really at the forefront of it all, a white supremacist dominant society. So a man thinketh he is. A lot of black people can possess forms of self-hate. And I think when you generalize black people, not to say that there isn't a lot of individuals who might exhibit homophobic or transphobic behavior. I understand that. But not every black person is homophobic or transphobic. Yet, we all get labeled homophobic or transphobic. Instead of having the luxury to be, oh, well, that black person might be conservative. And I don't mean conservative politically, just conservative lifestyle. Or that person could just be ignorant. No, it's black people have an innate problem and it needs to be eradicated. Which, in my opinion, is subconsciously saying we need to take some of the pressure off of us as white people because, hey, we get labeled racist plenty enough. Let's put some heat on them. So that's just an interesting observation that I've noticed, that white people seem to have the luxury of not being generalized as an entire group of people. When you see silly ass motherfuckers doing some shit like shooting up cans, and it just happens to be white people. But people know when to put them into proper context and say, well, those are conservatives. Those are just extreme conservatives. doing this. So, or extreme religious people. But white people as a whole, they're forward thinking. They're more forward thinking when it comes to LGBTQ plus people than black people. That's really what people are saying, whether they're being direct about it or not. Because to single out black people for black individuals maybe exhibiting some ignorant behavior, ignorant attitudes towards a group of people is to ignore all the white LGBTQ plus people who have been kicked out of their homes by their parents and not accepted by their parents or families for their lifestyle, for the way they choose to identify sexually. I'm just saying. So I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. You know, if you disagree, then let me know. If you agree, hey, definitely let me know. Because it looks good on my part when you agree with me. You know what I mean? But I accept the disagreements too. So with that said, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And till next time, holla.